Welcome, everyone, to a deep dive into, well, two worlds that seem miles apart, but actually share this core idea of structured nonsense,
That's right. We're looking at Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass.
and comparing them to the golden age of Tamiya radio-controlled cars.
Yeah, it sounds a bit strange at first, doesn't it? But stick with us.
So how exactly do these connect for you?
Well, what's really fascinating is how Tamiya, back in the late 70s and through the 80s, kind of mirrored Carroll's whole approach.
Okay, how so?
They had this split. On one side, incredibly detailed models. Scale realism, they called it. Like perfect mini versions of real cars.
Right, meticulous replicas.
Exactly. But then, on the other hand, they just unleashed this whole range of purely imaginative character cars, often based on animals, each one with its own sort of quirky mechanical personality.
Ah, I see the split now. Realism versus engineered whimsy.
Precisely. A fundamental dichotomy.
Okay, so today, we're actually going to map Alice's journey, from relative order into total chaos onto the Tamiya catalog.
We'll be assigning specific vintage Tamiya models to Wonderland characters. It's like a mechanical bestiary.
A mechanical bestiary, I love it. As rich and delightfully absurd as Carol's world. So get ready for some serious, well-engineered nonsense.
Let's dive in.
Right. Our journey has to start with Alice herself. She's the rational one, yeah. Trying to apply logic where there isn't any. Facing that constant identity crisis.
And her perfect mechanical match, it has to be the Tamiya Sand Scorcher from 1979.
The Sand Scorcher. A true icon. Why that one?
Well, it's the cornerstone of Tamiya's scale realism. It's this incredibly detailed 110 scale replica of a VW Beetle, like a proper Baja race-modified Beetle.
Okay, so very grounded in reality.
Totally. And its handling, its construction.
Yeah.
It used the SRB chassis, that special racing buggy, lots of die-cast metal parts, breakable handling, super durable. It represents that real-world logic Alice tries so hard to hold on to.
It's her anchor. Makes sense. Does the build itself reflect her struggle?
I think so, yeah. That SRB chassis wasn't simple. It was complex, methodical, lots of intricate metal parts, mimicking a real car's frame. Building it demands precision, focus. Kind of like Alice trying to figure out the rules of Wonderland. It holds its identity strong.
Right, amidst all the other character cars. Okay, so Alice enters Wonderland, and who does she follow?
The White Rabbit. Always late, always panicked, just pure frantic forward motion.
Yes. And his Tamiya equivalent.
For me, it's got to be the Tamiya Hornet, 1984.
The Hornet, another massive seller. Why the Hornet for the Rabbit?
It was marketed as the Grasshopper's faster brother, and it was fast, really quick in a straight line.
Ah, but there's a but coming, isn't there? Was it controllable speed?
Well, that's the thing. That speed definitely didn't come with, let's say, sophisticated handling. It had a very simple rear suspension, a rolling, rigid axle.
Rolling rigid, meaning?
Basically, the rear wheels are on a solid axle that pivots. Not much independent movement. So, hit a bump on one side, the whole rear end jumps. It made the Hornet notoriously twitchy, erratic. A real handful at speed,
So its defining feature, its speed, came with this inherent instability.
Exactly. Its core design flaw, if you want to call it that, perfectly mirrors the Rabbit's anxiety. His inefficient, flustered nature, always on the verge of losing control.
Constantly skittering around. Perfect. Okay, who's next in this mechanical tea party?
Well, you can't really have one without the other. The Mad Hatter and the March Hare.
Ah, the perpetual tea party duo. Trapped in shared, nonsensical chaos.
And their Tamiya counterparts are just perfect. The Lunchbox and the Midnight Pumpkin, both from 1987.
The monster van and the monster truck. Okay, they look different.
Visually, yes, iconic, distinct bodies. But underneath, mechanically identical, both built on the exact same CW M1 wheelie chassis.
The wheelie chassis. So this thing was designed for instability.
Absolutely. It's a masterpiece of intentional chaos. It's got a high center of gravity, really simple, undamped spring suspension.
Undamped springs. So super bouncy.
Super bouncy. It means they pop into these spectacular wheelies at the slightest touch of the throttle. They tumble, they roll. Driving them isn't about precision racing at all.
It's about embracing the chaos.
Totally. The identical, unstable chassis is their shared madness. Their mechanical DNA forces them into this perpetual, tumbling, wheelie-popping tea party. There's no escaping it. It's just pure engineered fun.
Engineered fun through instability. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, one more key character. The Cheshire Cat.
Ah, the Cheshire Cat. Enigmatic, detached, but with this clear-headed logic underneath, appearing and disappearing.
Who gets to be the cat?
For the cat, I'd pick the Tamiya frog. from 1983.
The Frog, another legendary buggy. Why the Frog?
Well, the Frog was pretty revolutionary for its time. It had this novel space-frame chassis, lightweight, strong, open design. And crucially, it had a properly sealed gearbox and sophisticated independent rear suspension.
Independent rear suspension, unlike the Hornet's rigid axle.
Exactly. So where simpler buggies like the Hornet would bounce and skitter chaotically over bumps,
The Frog could handle it?
it could glide over rough terrain with this.
Yeah.
Knowing stability, its superior engineering let it handle the chaos, but with composure.
So its clever design is like the Cat's logic.
Precisely. It sort of transcends the chaos through cleverness, through engineering insight. It remains composed, almost aloof, like the cat's grin, amidst all the madness. A stable presence in an unstable world.
Wow. Okay, so we've really journeyed through this mechanical wonderland.
Yeah, from the rabbit's twitchy Hornet to the shared chassis madness of the Lunchbox and Pumpkin.
And the composed cleverness of the Frog, it really maps surprisingly well.
And if you think about the bigger picture, both Carol's books and these classic Tamiya kits, they offer this wonderful kind of engineered nonsense, or maybe delightful impracticality.
Yeah, one uses language to explore absurdity.
And the other uses mechanics, creating machines where the point isn't just efficiency, but character, personality, fun.
It's like Alice trying to apply rules to Wonderland's chaos mirrors, building a Tamiya kit, right? You follow these very rigid instructions
Step by step, yeah.
to create this functional object.
Yeah.
But the result, especially with these character cars, is often a machine designed for pure, joyful chaos.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? How often do we find real meaning, or even a kind of beauty, in things that seem, well, completely nonsensical on the surface?
That's a great point.
Both Wonderland and the world of Tamiya invite you to just play within their unique rules and find your own kind of wonderful sense in the nonsense.
A fantastic thought to leave everyone with. Finding the sense in the nonsense.